So we're looking at the basic stance. Here we can see it's springy, there's movement in the waist, I can change levels, and I'm still very stable. I can move quite easily in any direction. I've still got that ability to move my head, my hands. I don't want to be robotic or stiff or unable to move quickly. So I need to be very, very dynamic. Um, be able to just adapt. Use my head is very important to get my head away from shots. Also get my legs away quickly. So I don't know if someone's going to tackle or kick, but I need to get my legs away. And to shift positions, change angles is very important as well. Hands up as well to cover headshots, but the hands are more free. They're able to just kind of navigate around. We've got the square on stance as well. This is more when it's like head to head, like very close quarter. Very important to squat down, be a small target, almost like a turtle shell, and be able to get your legs out the way in case someone grabs them, like a sprawl. So you get that leg out the way. So this is like very, very close quarter, using your hands to push and control. Now we work on a bit of movement. So we're moving round, moving that leg back in case someone's kicking, very important. Quick movement there. Feet can just change very fast. So we're using that circle step from Chun, but just a bit more alive rather than a dead action. Now I'm just showing the movement at long range. It's not too important to have the hands up, but what is important is having very, very quick feet and able to kick. So we're changing the rules slightly depending on the range. This is moving into close quarter. So we'll look further on some of the hand positions. So we have like the basic boxing hand position here, which is important. Then we've got the sort of tight position if you're getting hit by a lot of shots. The long guard to keep people out, very good technique. So we use that long guard, and then we've got this one where the palms are both up, and this protects us from big swinging side shots and can protect us in the center with little taps to move out or move in and hit. So we've got our high guard, now we're covering because we're being hit. So this is how we cover. This is like a garn out, so we're covering the center line with our forearm and then covering our head for another punch. The feet, we're kind of springing down, so we're sinking. We're really using our waist, and you see how you can deliver punches even while you're getting attacked. Long guard, hook, push him off, cover, punch, hook, punch, 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 long guard, elbow. So you can kind of get into different techniques. And then we have the square on fighting. So we're covered, we're in. So grabbing the opponent or covering punches, grabbing hold, bringing them in close, like hugging your favorite teddy bear or stopping someone shooting down or going in for a shoot yourself, keeping your head tucked in. Like a turtle shell, very important. The shoulders will cover you and your hands will do the rest. So if you take shots, it'll be on the top of the head and it will allow you to get in close for clinch work. Long range, like I said, bouncing around, nothing too crazy. Keep yourself fast and able to quickly move. This is moving in again, remember, like a tiger moving in on its prey. Keep at long range just to gauge the situation. And now for more self-defense, you have this open guard where it looks very passive, but you're keeping them out, making sure that you don't get trapped in any corner. So it's always good to move backwards from an opponent. You don't know if there's cameras or stuff like that. It looks very submissive. Someone's throwing a big swing or walking towards you. You've got the ability to escape is the most important thing. And always make sure you don't have your back to the wall. You can run away. And if you do, like Bagua Kung Fu, when you would circle step round. So this is also a setup. So you keeping them out, and it allows you to send that shot or go down for a tackle or a kick. But you're just basically managing distance, which is very, very important and is what martial arts is all about. Also, having the ability to move super quick backwards is vital. Always move backwards when you're engaging. Always see what's coming before you move in. Just like the butterfly knives, this technique here, you see I'm moving my body out of the way from the pole, and that totally sort of transcends into that technique. Then we're going to work on the straight jab. You see how I'm twisting from my hip and using the floor and the rotation of the hip to drive that jab out. Very important technique. Elbows down and I'm twisting in. Twisting in. So if I want more power, there's a way to generate more power. So twisting in, I think we cover that in a second. This is I'm demonstrating just the double jabs, moving around using the jab to manage the distance. So it's like a range finder, and this is the power jab. So you see I pull it back slightly and send it out, but it's a very subtle sort of technique. So there, go back, wang. So that's how to get real power on the jab. Then always keep the other hand up when you're jabbing and punching. Or very important, just in case something's coming in at the same time, you've got that backhand to deal with it. Keep that space, very important. So side on angle, just a demonstration. So you notice the head's down as well, feet are down. I'm really using the waist and driving the jab. And see how my head's tucked down. I'm looking up with my eyes as well. My chin's tucked down. So the jab is almost covering my head as well as the hard bit of my head being exposed, which is what we want. Shoulder is going to tap you on the chin as you punch. So then it protects your head. Very, very important. See that? So the head can basically hide there. So jab, boom, moving around. Good movement. Bang, that's it. So the head can be up and then you just drive it in. The head has to go down, otherwise you'll get caught. If the head's up high, you'll get hit. Footwork's most important thing, so it'll get you in and out. You can double up the jab, use different angles. A good little drill to practice is just moving around with your footwork, trying to be fluid, and just sending the jab out. Now this one is like a snake, like a cobra, I call it. So you're using the jab like a snake charmer. You're trying to hypnotize the opponent with the jab, and then bang, you hit. And we're using these wrist actions, which found a lot in Wing Chun. So you can cover and you can jab as well. So you see I'm using like Bill style from the Bill G form, this slight wrist action. So it allows me to punch, block and punch again very, very quick instead of bringing it back. Very, very good technique. That with the Bill style, moving around angles. Now we work on the cross, the big punch, this one, the money maker. And we're going to drive that cross like that, bang, drive it forward, elbow down. So it's important that we're letting the energy out, and we're using the balls of the foot, not the heels. See, the balls of the foot's very important. If we use the heels, see the energy is coming back into the floor. We're not releasing all that energy out. It's kind of stuck behind me. I want the energy to go out. I want it to just be free. So when I drive that, it's gone. I've sent that energy out. Boom, I'm back, reload. So bang, energy's gone, back, reload. I'm not holding on to anything. I'm just letting it all go in that punch. Like someone throwing a discus or something in Olympics or Commonwealth Games, sorry. You want to throw it, you want to make sure when you send it out, all that energy is sent into that shot. Nothing's left behind. And this is how you can really slam the punch out. Super quick, bang. It's a very, very powerful punch. So to mix it in with the jab, that's how we start mixing it in. See, the left hand will cover as well. When you throw the cross, the left hand's still up. You've always got something left behind, i.e. your other hand, not the energy. So the energy is sent out and then the other hand's in. Now we're going to look at how we distribute the weight, how someone moves in, we're moving away. Bang, bang, and move away. So you're always able to adapt. You're not stuck in one spot. You can move super quick. And even square on, you can throw punches like that using that twisting action in the waist. So you can get a lot of power and a lot of speed. Like a straight blast doesn't have to be a Wing Chun punch. Now we're going to look at the hook. So we sink our weight in and drive it. Bang. There. Come up on the toe is one way of doing it. There's two ways of doing it though. One is up on the toe and the other is, see, when I go up on the toe, I'm leaving my thigh exposed for Muay Thai kicks. That's why in Muay Thai you don't hook like that. In Muay Thai you would hook without twisting the foot. So I'll demonstrate it here. That's with the toe, sorry, like Western boxing, and Muay Thai would be there. So you don't have that twist, you're able to defend the low leg kick. So it's down to the type of opponent and how you prefer throwing the hook. You can throw the hook as well in different ways. There's two ways to throw the hook. The first one is the fist is horizontal, the other one, the fist is vertical. Sorry, vertical then horizontal. So it's a higher elbow position, it's a longer range hook. And for the vertical fist, it's shorter and it's connected more into your stance. So there, boom, boom. But you can load up the ranges. The vertical's more short and the horizontal's more long range. So vertical there, bang, and then horizontal. So you can double load it. And you see how I use my hips to pump the punches out. This gives a lot more speed, and it's very unpredictable because most people punch one hand, another hand, another one hand. They do one hand each punch. This is you're doubling up with the hook, which is unusual. So to put it together, you've got your cross, and you see it's almost like that energy leads into the hooks. That's why the jab cross hooks such a beautiful combination. They all feed into each other with the body mechanics. So you got that twist, bang, shoulder again, covering your chin, head down, sinking, driving that hook. You've got your headbutt there, you've got your covered. Everything's tight and safe. Because when you're throwing boxing punches, you're in punching range as well. So you got to make sure you're able to defend, like your head and everything's like a human shield. You haven't got time to be blocking with your hands all the time. A lot of the time you'll be taking shots onto your head. So it's very important to be covered as you're punching. Side angle there with the slipping and the punching. Just a good little drill to do at home as well. Just practice that. Punch, cross, using your long guard, throwing hooks, mixing it all up. Making sure you're covered with everything. Then we work on the uppercut. So you see I'm sinking down and driving it up. Notice how my hands are close together because uppercuts are very close quarter. You have to be tight in. You don't want to do an uppercut like this where the chin's totally exposed, or like in that type of uppercut, because you're going to get knocked out with hooks. The uppercut is very close quarter. It's clinch range punch technique. That's why boxers will only use it in the clinch. So it's about changing ranges and understanding. You've got to have your head tucked down as well. You've got to be tight, like a turtle shell. So you're really using that hip and you're really driving up off the floor. Like that, my best move. Or if you want some dance tips, there you go. Look at that one, bang. So same thing, drive up with your hips and send that uppercut up. Uppercut, uppercut. Use your shoulders as well to drive it. So you see I use my shoulders there. It's a relaxed movement and I can get quite a few punches going. All different angle uppercuts as well. Same principle to the body, close quarter body punch, all vertical fist, right? Coming up. And then the right hook. So the right hook's a really important one. It's not a long range hook like the left hook. The right hook is a very tight hook. I think I'll cover it more in a little bit on this clip, but I'm punching, then there you go, the right hook. Back foot goes like the right cross. Not too much of a twist, and it's very close quarters. Not like this, not a long punch, because you're too exposed. That's why the right cross is better, because it's quicker. But the right hook's too long a punch. So it's a close quarter punch, the right hook, but absolutely devastating if you can pull it off. It's got your whole body behind it. Then you can go into Lan and into your Wing Chun. So, you know, like the Chun Q technique with the elbows, the same as the body punches and the right hook. You're just driving it. The only difference is you're going to use your toes, not your heels, to send the force. So you're releasing the force more. Using the bouncing as well, which is important. So it's not too rigid. We still use that rigid twisting, but we've got the ability to bounce like a spring. And you can use a move, just a little clip of shadow boxing there, using these techniques, how they all go into each other. And then notice the toes coming off the heels coming up, very important. The bouncing, the level changes.